Hello, welcome to My Life in Spain. My name is Mark, and today I want to talk about an event, a once-in-a-lifetime event that's going to take place next month in Spain, and it's the total eclipse of the sun. The date is August 12th, and it's going to happen around 8:25 in the evening, just as the sun is above the horizon. Now, where you go and see it, it depends on you. But you'll see it from Galicia in the north, Galicia, Asturias, the Picos de Europa, and then it goes all the way down through the Ebro Valley, so Castilla y León, Zaragoza. Zaragoza will be a good spot because it won't be overcrowded like some of these other places will be. And then it goes Valencia, north of Valencia, and then to the Balearic Islands. Now, if you're in Valencia, what I would do there, I would book a spot on a rooftop bar. So you can have a cocktail and watch the eclipse, total eclipse, and it'll be quite spectacular. It's like I say, it's around 8:30 at night, 8:25 at night, and the sun will be just above the horizon. So it'll be really something to see. Now, this hasn't happened in mainland Spain since 1905. And they reckon from people living here now, this is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime event. So everybody's getting excited about it. And I can see why. And also, they reckon there's going to be millions of tourists coming from overseas to Spain just to see the solar eclipse. And yeah, I can't blame them. Spain's a great place anyway, but if you've got another reason to come here, why not? So what's the other place to see? The best place for me to go would be the Balearic Islands, to Ibiza, Mallorca, Menorca, the west coast of all those islands. I mean, you need to plan ahead though. You need to pick your spot where you want to watch it, because some places they've got rocks jutting out and what have you. You need to be there a couple of days earlier and watch where the sun sets, and then plan where you're going to watch the total eclipse from. It should last here around 1:30. In the north, where I said like in Galicia and Asturias, maybe 2 minutes. Now, this is the importance of it. I saw a total eclipse when I was 11 years old. I was in the 5th grade at Fort Jackson Elementary School in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. And it was a big deal back then. We just a few months earlier, 7 months earlier, watched Neil Armstrong walk on the moon. You know, I remember them wheeling the TV into the classroom so we could watch that happening live. And then the eclipse came up in March. It was March 7th, 1970. And I remember I was off school. It was Saturday, and it was about 1:30 in the afternoon. And all my neighbors were out on the street. All the kids were there. But getting ready for it before, we were told all about it at school, and we had a project to do. We had to get a shoebox, put a piece of white paper in the back, so it'd be like a screen, tape piece of white paper in the back, and then on the other end of it, the oblong, you cut a square in one corner, and then a square in the other corner. Now the square on the left-hand side, you put a piece of foil. You taped a piece of foil, aluminum foil, and you poked a tiny hole through it, like a strand of spaghetti or a nail. And then the other hole you would use to watch the eclipse. You get to see the moon moving in front of the sun very slowly until it covers the sun completely and it goes dark. Now I remember it going dark and there was no noise. There was no birds, there was nothing, no noise at all. Everybody was like, oh, wow. It's quite spectacular. And so we had to we all stood outside with this box. So what you do, you turn your back to the sun, and you'd have the pinhole here, and the hole here for your eye, and you'd look at the outline and see the sun moving across, the moon moving across the sun on the white paper at the back. Now, it was amazing. It really was. And like I say, that happened in 1970. Was it 70 or 71? 1970. Yeah, 1970. And I still remember it to this day. So that's what it had, effect it had on me, at least. It was something that you would never, once you see it, you'll never forget it. And also for people coming to Spain, they reckon there's going to be millions coming just to see this. It's going to be a great time. I can imagine it's going to be packed in most places. Now, I think I said the best place I would go would be the Balearic Islands. I'd go to Ibiza or Mallorca or Menorca. And you want to be on the west coast. And it's going to set, the sun's going to be setting around 8:25 in the evening on August, is it 7th or 12th? I'm forgetting now. August 12th. And it's going to be about 3 degrees above the horizon in the islands. If you're in the north, it's going to be about 6 degrees above. So it'll be quite spectacular. The beauty of seeing it from the islands, though, is that the sun sets in the sea, in the Mediterranean. So that makes it more spectacular, I think. Everybody loves a sunset, with the sun sinking into the water. Yeah, now unlike back in 1970, they these days they have these glasses you can wear. I got my pair here. They're really cheap. I picked them up in the supermarket. I think they were €49. So now I live in Alcoy. And Alcoy is in a valley surrounded by mountains. So for me to see the eclipse, I'm probably going to have to go to Font Roja, which is a mirador up higher up in the mountains, overlooking another valley. And that'll be a good spot for me. But for you guys, Valencia, if you're in Valencia, book a table on a rooftop bar. That would be perfect. Because it's going to set over the mountain, over the land. So you want to be high up so you can see it. Another good spot for you would be Zaragoza. Zaragoza, it's never cloudy in the summer there. It's never cloudy here really in the summer. But in the north, if you go to Asturias and Galicia and Cantabria, you might miss it because it could be cloudy. So I think here's your best bet. The islands or Zaragoza is your best bet. Castilla y Leon, good bet. But we'll see. We'll see what happens anyway. I'm really looking forward to it. And also it coincides with the Perseid meteor shower. It's the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. So you've got 2 celestial events on the same day. So you can't go wrong with that, can you? I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm interested to see how many people actually come to Spain for it. And how they like it. How they like Spain. If you're planning to visit Spain, let me know where you're going to go and watch this in the comments. And tell me what you're looking forward to most about visiting Spain. I'll answer all the comments. I like to interact with the audience, so it'll be my pleasure. Anyway, if you're new here, like I say, I'm Mark. If you're coming back to my videos, thank you. If you're not, like I say, if you're new, please subscribe. And I'll catch you in my next video. Enjoy the eclipse. Bye for now.